Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and it's time to get serious. There are some major things underway, specifically in regards to World War III. Now, I've got a lot of reports to show you, but just kind of in a nutshell, we have tension rising with North Korea. I know Rex Tillerson came out recently and he said this. I'm just going to quote what he said. "We feel that the clock is very, very quickly running out in regards to North Korea. Again, we would love to see North Korea join the community of nations. They have been given the opportunity of the course of different dialogues and offers." Then he goes on to say this, "But the clock has now run out and all options are on the table for us." Now, we know North Korea has been shooting some missiles up in the air, showing their bold power, and they've been doing that for quite some time now. And so, needless to say, there are a lot of things on the fence with that. And I'm going to show you the reports before I delve into it. Not only that, but in Syria, there is nerve gas that was dropped on the citizens, and Nikki Haley, the ambassador to the UN, as well as multiple others, believe it was the leader there, Bashar al-Assad, who dropped those, though he is denying that evidence for that he didn't do it. Lots of tension, as you can tell. Well, let me take you to our first report here, and this comes from W-W-W.New York Times, whom I hate. North Korea fires ballistic missile a day before the U.S.-China summit. Now, the reason that I wanted to bring this up is because the timing on that bomb is absolutely crucial. That's kind of what is sending a lot of people saying, hey, is this a threat? Because China is meeting with Donald Trump and they're having talks there. Is North Korea showing his power just before? And I have to say, yeah, he's that kind of person and that kind of man. So I agree with that particular claim. Here's another report from thesun.co.uk. Kim Jong-un, North Korea fires ballistic missile towards Japan. As Donald Trump warns nuclear mad despot Kim Jong-un, the clock has run out. Now, here's another report from uproxx.com, uproxx.com. North Korean hackers are reportedly, now this is huge, targeting numerous banks worldwide for a massive global digital heist. This is a big problem because they're going after our banks, not only across the world, but also specifically here in the US. Now, the report originally came out on CNN.com, Communist News Network, and it goes on to detail that 18 banks around the globe, not just here in America, but all across the globe, have been specifically targeted. Some of the banks that were listed among those that are targeted include the World Bank, central banks of Brazil, Chile, Estonia, Mexico, and Venezuela, and a wide range of other banks as well, even here in America. But 150 different internet addresses that served as a hit list. It's getting nuts out there, but that's not the only thing that they are hacking. Also, another report that has surfaced by the sun.co.uk states that Trump war plans hacked North Korea hackers access U.S. top secret nuclear war master plan. Now, this report goes on to detail that a highly confidential plan that was titled Plan 5027 was accessed back in September and assumes Kim Jong-un's rogue state will make the first strike. It was drawn up in 1978 and updated every 2 years since then, and kind of gets our strategic plan with North Korea and America. But these hackers have accessed our reports, and in a nutshell, it basically gives them insight to what we're going to do if North Korea was going to strike us. So that's a huge problem. We don't want this kind of information leaked to a country like North Korea, yet we have North Korean hackers now with their hands on it. Finally, one last report here that I wanted to show you, and this is in regards to Syria and what's going on there, because we've got the stuff going on with North Korea. We've got the stuff going on now with Syria also. But this is on Breitbart.com. Worldview, President Trump plans military action on Syria after nerve gas attack on citizens. Now, this report goes on to detail how they're saying that Bashar al-Assad has basically sent warplanes up in the air and sent down, I guess, nerve gas on the people, killing many civilians, and Trump wants to respond to that. Now, with that in mind, we could definitely say that this is a false flag. We know that countries have been at this before, and you know, when Bashar al-Assad's got ties to Russia, and Putin and Bashar al-Assad are linked. And we know that Russia is going after ISIS. We also know that the CIA is a lot involved with the Syrian rebels there. And we know Hillary Clinton herself has sent money and chemical weapons there to the Syrian refugees, which also gets into the hands of ISIS. So could this be a false flag in Syria to start some kind of war? Absolutely. But needless to say, but I guess Donald Trump's not too happy about that. So they're contemplating, or I guess not contemplating, but he's planning some kind of action there in Syria. What that action will be, well, that's on the table as of now. With all that said, I want to say this. Look, we were warned, biblically speaking, as a Christian, that there would be wars and rumors of wars. Rumors of wars is not just, hey, there might happen a war, but rumors of wars would be more like one country threatening war with another, maybe not following through to the full extent, but having some aspect of that. Well, that's what we have. Then not to mention that we also have the Russian scandal, if you will, where they're framing all this stuff with Russia, not to mention Russia's ties to Bashar al-Assad, right? Donald Trump's not too happy about this. Now we've got this three-way game. We have China in the mix over here with North Korea. We have secret alliances being formed. Look, this is the kind of stuff that started world wars in the past. And you know, one country would have an alliance with one country and then underneath the radar go and sign a deal with another country. That's the same stuff that's going on. And that's why nothing is making sense. We have Russia tied to one country. Then we have, you know, him kind of talking about Donald Trump here. And so we have this big triangular effect, but none of it makes sense to the people. Why doesn't it? Because that means there's backdoor deals. When they do something and then do something with the other hand that seems to contradict, that means there's deals going on, and these are the things that start world wars. At least they have in the past. And I know I did quite a few homeschool lessons with my kids, and you know, just reiterating what causes a war. And look, people on the very far left, the brainwashed, that's all I'm going to say, part over there, like to think that world peace is going to solve the problem. Well, let me say this. World peace, yeah, that's not an option. World peace is not the end all, if you will, is not the solution, because there is no such thing as world peace. That's not going to happen. Too many cards on the table, too many countries, too much power at play. That's just not something that's viable until Jesus comes back. But needless to say, there is a ton of stuff going on, and we just need to keep it on our radar with wars and rumors of wars. I think that a nuclear option is very, very possible in this day and age, and we need to keep our eyes open, keep our eyes on North Korea. I know they're just a crazy person. Kim Jong-un, he's just ready to go off at any moment, and a lot of it's talk and no go, but I think America's getting fed up with it, and who knows, you know, he seems to be hacking our banks, trying to get money to finance this thing. I think one day he might actually let the fire rumble, if you will. It's not like he's doing a good job in his country. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on all that and just kind of get to the nitty-gritty of what's going on. Please make sure you check out my partners here at getthetea.com. He's got some of the most amazing products. Normally I bring them on, but I forgot to put them on the table here. But he's got some really amazing colostrum. If you have any kind of stomach issues or problems down there, get the colostrum. It's kind of like mother's milk, if you will, the very necessity of what you need from the get-go. And so that's what's in all this colostrum. So make sure you go to getthetea.com and check out the colostrum. Also, foodforliberty.com/haven for all food storage needs. If you're still on the market for food storage, which everyone needs to have some sort of food storage, go to foodforliberty.com/haven. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning into my channel. This is Lisa Haven, signing out.